7, the sun's not yet giving anything. Sung like a quartet that I know was forced in. Haven't found a key for a long time. Honey, it's gonna be like that.
I'm on my way to Dunmore East to take a little photo walk this morning. The weather's beautiful, and I thought I'd get out and see what we can shoot today, what we can take photos of. It's a little later in the morning than I wanted to get started, but to be honest, I am not a morning person. You will not be seeing sunrise landscapes probably from me unless it's something truly amazing, because like I said, I'm not a morning person, but I do like the sun low in the sky and seeing nice shadows. So we're gonna go to Dunmore East and do a little bit of a photo walk this morning. I'm probably gonna start around the harbor. I'm hoping to get some activity around the harbor, though it may be too late. They get up far earlier than I do. Anyhow, I have a couple goals, like small goals really. I want to, if there's an opportunity, practice my skills on approaching and talking to strangers, interacting with them, and maybe shooting a portrait. It's something that I'm not very good at these days. I have a little bit of anxiety about it, so we're going to try and walk through that. And then other than that, I'm always on the outlook for anything that might work for my One Take Ireland series, which is basically life in Ireland today as if it were a still from a movie. And you can see what I got so far on my website. I'll put the link in the description.
Dunmore East is located in County Waterford on the southeast coast of Ireland. These days, it's mostly a tourist and a fishing town. On this photo walk, I spent most of my time walking around the harbor itself. It was a lovely morning, quite peaceful. Calm, quiet, not a lot of fishing activity. A beautiful morning, the sun shining, though quite windy, and I just had a lovely time wandering around, talking to the occasional person. I just purchased a Pocket 4, and my plan was to set it up on a monopod and record myself taking photos throughout the day, but it was just too windy. I was afraid it was going to get knocked over. I wanted to get a picture of this fisherman who just pulled up to the pier, but unfortunately, I just couldn't get a good angle. And then this caught my eye. I love how the orange boat fender contrasted against the turquoise of the ship hull.
So what caught my eye here is just all the little fishing boats tied together and the orange in the background. So I see these two guys looking over the boats talking, and let's see if maybe I can get a portrait of these guys, or just maybe a street shot.
I took the candid shot just to be safe, but as it turned out, that's what I got. I did talk with them a bit, but they weren't interested in a portrait.
This is quite an iconic spot here in Dunmore East. The East Pier Fish and Chips.
This time of year, I think they're only open on the weekends. Otherwise, you would see a bunch of people standing around eating fish and chips.
This building has always fascinated me here in Dunmore East. Trying to make sure I don't get run over because I am in the road. But yeah, it's anyhow, I talked to one of the local people from the village here, and apparently it used to be an old convent for the nuns, and then I think he said it became a girls' primary school, and now it's apartments.
Here are some other pictures from the day. Nothing profound, but this is what I got today, and I'm happy with it. It's not portfolio material, but I'm happy enough, and I enjoyed being out for a walk and getting some fresh air.
So I'm wrapping this up and getting ready to head back home, and today wasn't a whole lot. I did chat some people up. Some of them were, busy working, and so I didn't really want to take time out of their day to ask them for a portrait. And then there's 2 other guys I was talking to, and they weren't really into it. But the key point is, I had no problem walking up and talking to them. It's when it gets to the point of asking for a portrait that gets kind of weird sometimes. But, hopefully chatting them up is what gives, the opening to ask them for a portrait. I did get some stuff as mostly, I think, color-based, colors that caught my eye or textures that caught my eye. But it was pretty quiet around the harbor, and so there wasn't a whole lot. I was hoping to try and get a fisherman on his boat and get a portrait there, but I didn't get one. So next time, I think what I'm going to do is come in the evening sometimes. The sun will be in a better position, and maybe there'll be more people around later. I knew at this point the sun was going to be in a bad position. I've shot down here quite a bit. I was hoping to have that nice backlight looking into the harbor, and it mostly worked out. And anyhow, we'll try again in the evening sometime and see how it goes. But I hope you enjoyed what I could do. I was planning on putting the Pocket 4 on my monopod selfie stick with a base on it, but it was just too windy. Everything, it would have been knocked over. So I did what I could, and but this is my first time also out using a Pocket 4. I'm really impressed with how easy it is to use. And so anyhow, thank you once again. And if you enjoy this content, hopefully I get better at it, and please share it, like it, and subscribe for more. I'm going to be doing more types of things around Ireland this year. Have a good day.